Thursday, January 19th. I can't even believe it. The 19th day already in January. That's the one thing I realized when we were going through this challenge, and I'm filming every day, but time really does go by so fast. And today's been nice because my kids went back to school today. But when I woke up this morning and I was getting ready and thinking about that, as much as they need to go back, and I'm ready for that to happen for them so I can focus on my work day because I work from home full time, I missed them today. I really did. I really did. So anyway, little mom ramble. It's just amazing how quickly time does fly. It is almost 3:30. I am leaving shortly to go pick up the kids from school, but as soon as they get back, I'm going to start assembling everything. Tonight's dinner is going to be pretty simple. It's going to be steak and roasted Brussels sprouts. When I was writing out my menu plan, and I wrote this out almost 3 weeks ago now, I kind of did this all in the beginning of January. I had decided this was the meal, as well as maybe some homemade gnocchi, which I have no experience in making, but someday I will make some gnocchi. But yeah, that was not happening tonight, especially since the fact that we had the pasta last night. We don't watch carbs or do anything like that, but ever since I stopped doing the Whole30, I have noticed that I really do feel better with less processed carbs. So I decided no gnocchi tonight since we had pasta last night. So tonight is some steaks, maybe on the grill outside, but most likely just in the cast iron pan and then in the oven, and the roasted Brussels sprouts. So these are the Brussels sprouts I purchased back on January 1st when I went to the store. So they've lasted 19 days in the refrigerator, which is nice. I got one bag of green, one bag of purple. I have a bag here of, this is, I called it pancetta when I labeled it. It's not actually pancetta. It's just part of the pork belly. It's part of like the ends of the pork belly that I cured, I smoked and made into our homemade bacon. And it's just like the little end pieces. So I have some of that I'm going to throw in with the Brussels sprouts. I've got an onion that I don't think I'm going to add it into, I don't know, I'm going to add it into the pan or caramelize it first. I'm not sure yet. But I'm basically going to cut everything up, throw everything in a 9x13 pan. It's going to heat in about a 500-degree oven, and then kind of just keep it moving, right? Check it every 10 minutes or so. And that's the temperature I'll have the oven at anyway if I cook the steaks in there. Very simple, healthy, and hopefully delicious. Normally I would cut these in half, but I'm actually cutting them in quarters tonight so that hopefully they will cook just a little bit faster. And I've got the oven preheating to 500. Okay, so I've opted to not do the purple Brussels sprouts tonight because I just did the entire green bag, and it looks like it's plenty. So I'm just going to keep it with the one bag, and I'm going to add the onions in now for simplicity's sake. Yeah, I'm going to actually add some bacon in also, because I don't think this is enough. So I'm just going to take 2 slices of bacon and chop that up also. Adding some pepper, just a little bit of salt. You don't need too much because of the bacon. I'm just going to try to mix all this around a bit. I'm just pouring a little bit of olive oil on to help with the roasting process. And this is going to go in a 500-degree oven. All right, so the Brussels sprouts are in the oven. Again, 500 degrees. I'm gonna check them every 10 minutes or so, rotate them around, making sure that they're getting really coated in the fat and evenly browning nicely. So I've got my steaks here on the counter. I'm gonna season them, and all I ever do with steaks is season with salt, Redmond real salt, of course, freshly ground pepper. And side note, you may have seen, I have 2 different pepper grinders. One is a more, oven's preheated, one is a more coarse pepper grinder and one is a more fine pepper grinder. I don't really have a preference. It's just whatever I can grab first or whatever I think my family prefer that particular meal. But fresh ground pepper, and then I always add a little garlic powder to the steaks also. So I'm gonna get this one side seasoned, and then that's the side I'll put down on the hot cast iron pan. While that side is down, I will season the other side in the pan. So we're gonna sear both sides, and then I'm gonna throw them in the oven and try to get to about a medium temperature, between a medium rare and a medium temperature. And I pulled out some home fermented sauerkraut because you know what? We can all use a little probiotics tonight. So that's gonna go with our dinner too. I generously salt our meat. I know it might seem like a lot to some people, but a good salt really helps bring out all of the natural flavors. All right, so I've got my cast iron heating up to about a medium-high heat. I'm just gonna add in some lard here to help get the steaks browned. Okay, don't those look good? I am just gonna drizzle a tiny bit of balsamic vinegar, maybe about a tablespoon. It just adds another wonderful level of flavor. If you have a really good balsamic, like one that's been reduced, sometimes it's called like a balsamic reduction, I would add that too instead. All right, this is gonna go in for just a couple more minutes, and then we're gonna put this on our plate and enjoy dinner. Okay, while the Brussels sprouts are just finishing up, I have some homemade blue cheese here that really needs to get used. And I'm gonna assume this is my plate, that's my husband's. I am actually gonna sprinkle some blue cheese on my steak, because why not, right? Bon appetit. Today is Friday, January 20th. Good evening, friends. Happy Friday. Usually Fridays are our pizza day or leftovers, and that's exactly what it's gonna be, is leftovers. Because we still have stuffed peppers in the fridge. Hopefully Daddy will eat those. We have mac and cheese with broccoli in the refrigerator that I just put in the microwave for her and her brother. What else is in there? There's a couple other things in there. Oh, there's still some spaghetti. I already ate the eggplant parm for lunch the last couple of days, but there's still some spaghetti left. So tonight is leftover night. Nothing special. And you know what? It's okay. I know that I show that I'm making meals a lot of nights of the week, but it is really a good idea, especially in today's times where food has gotten more costly, to build in a night of leftovers or breakfast for dinner or pizza bread, right? Just take slices of bread and make it into pizza under the broiler. Sometimes they don't just save your wallet, but they save your sanity too. And so that's tonight for us. I'm actually not going to be filming tomorrow either, because tomorrow the children are, thank you, honey, are going to their aunt's house to sleep over. Did you know that? And Daddy and I are going out to eat. So we had this dinner planned.
Why can I come?
It's adults only. I think it was planned in December and then it got rescheduled, and so it's now tomorrow night, and very much looking forward to that. So that is one night out that we have an exception for with the challenge because it did get rescheduled.
Girls' night!
So we will not be filming tomorrow, and I will not be cooking. So I will come back on Sunday where we'll kick off the 4th week of the challenge. Insane to think of. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy your weekend. I know you'll be seeing this after the weekend's over, but thanks for your support. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.
Bon appetit!
Bon appetit.